Okay, folks, it's a combo deal today, day 58 and 57. Yesterday, I had all the best intentions to get one up, but it was my 24th wedding anniversary to my lovely wife, and today is actually my oldest daughter's 22nd birthday. So between the two, there's been a lot of confusion around the house, as you can imagine. But I want to show you some of the stuff I've been working on, because in fact, even with all that other stuff going on, I still managed to get some drawing done yesterday. So let me show it to you real quick, and then I got some other stuff to talk about. All right. So in the last few days, I've actually been working on a lot of thumbnail work for pages that I'm going to start inking for Coll. This is the villain. And I've been promising that there's some sword and sorcery and some fantasy elements that haven't been very evident yet, but don't worry, they're coming. Anyway, I'm excited to get started on some of these pencils. Like I said, these are very rough, strictly thumbnails I've been working from. Here's some more in line with the pages you saw the other day. The pencil roughs in my finished pages, my finished pencils, are the stuff I'm always happiest with. The inking is still problematic for me, but I'm getting there. Up till now, I've tended to just sketch with pen, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to refine that a little bit, and I think you'll start seeing a lot of improvement along those lines. The other thing I want to show you today, though, is I uncovered a whole bunch of really early stuff from about 2009, 2010, when I was first trying to figure out Coll. So maybe I'll run those together, do a little photo montage for you, but enjoy it. Actually, before I run these all together, let me just show you, Coll started out really rough. There's an older image than this, but this was one of the first things I drew where I knew I was going to do some sort of little Viking thing. I didn't know if it was going to be cartoony or very finished. I have an earlier one than this that I did on the corner of a newspaper while I was doing the crossword puzzle over breakfast one day. I'll see if I can dig that up another day. But this is a really early one. I did a bunch of sort of action posy things, proof of concept, trying to see if I still had the chops from when I used to doodle more and play around more with my drawing. And some of these early ones I'm actually still really happy with, and they will probably see some sort of revisit as I go along here. That follow me on Instagram and Tumblr have definitely seen a lot of these in the past, but Coll was not very defined yet. I didn't have a model to work from. I created model sheets for him later, and I definitely made his face a little more, well, I won't say cartoony, but it's definitely a little easier to handle so that I could, you know, honestly just draw these things quicker. I like this horse, actually. Coll also has a couple of ranger buddies that'll be showing up during the course of the story. This again is a very early Coll image, but this guy still exists in the storyline standing next to him, so you'll meet him soon. But a lot of this stuff is just feeling out the character, feeling out what I wanted to do with the little world that I was creating. You can see a dark crystal influence in the background there. Yeah, Coll remained a badass. That hasn't changed. This is some unfinished work. There's a bit of backstory with Coll that will crop up in the comic. That involves him riding on Emperor Battleflies, the great-great-grandfather of monarch butterflies. Anyway, it kind of was going with this badass biker look for his Battlefly mode. And actually, when I uncovered this, I decided I may actually go ahead and finish this up and make it a print for SPX, but we'll have to see. But I actually have a bunch of early sketch images of this in a journal that I've actually posted to Instagram before, so if you're on Instagram with me, you can check them out there. And these are pages from probably 2011 or so, when I started to look at a logo for Coll. And it was taking a while. And then I settled on some things that I started to like a little bit more. And then I started to settle on something that I liked. And this is actually, this one here is pretty much what you'll see on the day. This was actually a drawing I did when I was toying with the idea of Coll being a very burly Viking character, which I guess he still is to some extent, but not quite this extreme. And this is actually from SPX. Very, very early Coll, 2010. There was a comics workshop, and I went with my son, and he was about 13 at the time. And so I pulled one of these pages out and started messing around and came up with this idea of a fly buzzing around Coll's head. And he takes a swipe at him, but he misses, and Coll is a little peeved. Anyway, I think there was another page to this. I couldn't find it in this stack, so I'll look around for it. All right, so that's day 57 and 58. I hope you enjoyed looking at those. I decided not to do the little montage. I ended up showing them all to you anyway. I'll see if I can dig up some of the older stuff. I think it's kind of fun sometimes to see where people's ideas come from. There was also a little inspiration along the way. Maybe I'll do a little day of that coming soon. I will be penciling finished pencils and doing some inking, and that'll be happening all this week, and I'll throw some of that stuff up too. I'm meeting with a couple other people that'll be at the table with me, and I think I'm going to start posting some of their work on here in the next couple of days, just so you get familiar with some of that. We're going to try to do a little anthology book for the table too, and we're trying to make some decisions on that right now. So when I know more, you'll know more. And until tomorrow, have a good Saturday. And I'll see you then. All right, bye.